Some gifts are from the heart, but these are from the wallet. Thankfully, they'll actually like their gift this year. So let's check it out. If you've never used a NAS before, fret not, because it's basically a giant USB drive, and UGREEN has made it beginner friendly so you no longer have to call IT, aka your nerdy boyfriend. This allows up to 112 terabytes of storage, most importantly with the ability to access it literally anywhere, whether working on your laptop or retrieving a file from your phone when you're out and about. It's like having your own cloud service that's private, fast, and available 24/7. Setup and installation is simple. Pick the drives and sizes you want, slot them in, and turn it on to start using right away. Don't worry, we did the test for you and can confirm it's friggin' fast. Unlike when uploading files to other cloud services that will require you to actually wait, and that's all thanks to this. The 10 gigabit E and 2.5 gigabit E ports able to transferring over 1 gigabit a second. The included software is surprisingly useful, starting with the Photos app. This includes their AI photo album with the ability to classify faces, text, and other objects, allowing you to quickly search for what you need. All that within the system, so none of your data is put online to be analyzed. There's multi-user sharing and multi-device logins for instant access to your files, videos, and photos anywhere and for anyone you choose thanks to their link service. But for those with anxiety about losing all your data, they've got 2 certifications in data security, and their security manager prevents any leaks or surveillance. Combine that with their auto backups, you can rest assured your backups are also backed up. Physically, there are ports galore, a direct SD card slot. You can attach USB thumb drives or any other hard drives to transfer directly to your main station, and all of that in the size of about an iPad mini. The best part, it's 15% off for Christmas until the 22nd at ugreen.com and Amazon. So if they're a data hoarder, link in the description down below. Now, if you're like me and always need to keep your hands busy, whether it helps you focus or keeps your anxiety to a minimum, the Project Ratchet ring may be the perfect solution that not only looks natural, but sounds oh so satisfying. And their new blacked out versions might be the best hidden secret in plain sight. Unlike regular fidget spinners, clickers, and toys that we've tested before, a ring is something that everyone wears, carries with them everywhere, and doesn't distract you with shiny object syndrome, especially when you're trying to actually get work done. And honestly, just looks super sleek too. You can spin it while typing, going for a walk, doodling a masterpiece, and even when you meet other people, because you simply just roll your thumb along the face of it. The metal design also means you don't need to worry about treating it like a baby. Plus, they also have 3D printed stands for when you're not actively wearing it. But also, you can transform it into a tabletop fidget toy too. Win-win. For all the gamers out there, this is what I consider the ultimate Nintendo Switch accessory, because this Plenbo G case has every accessory you need built in to level up your gaming experience. From added grips to an external battery pack and a built-in stand that passes my scientific poke test. The best part though are the controller docks. They're removable with a simple slide and can join together to create a separate Joy-Con grip. Perfect if you prefer their ergonomic designs, which I would buy for this feature alone, as my personal preference is this thicker one with a finger rest on top, pairing perfectly with my lazy playstyle, but just because, wha-bam, game card storage underneath. Now that's just smart design. There are 3 styles of grips to choose from with different textures and heights, all easily sliding on and off on the fly, and it most definitely feels better than the stock Joy-Con handles thanks to the extra girth. Now up front, the design does look a little naked, but if you can get over that, the convenience of having them built into the case where they are magnetically held into place securely and passes my scientific shake test too, you basically don't have to carry around any other accessories separately. Now design wise, it's got you beat on that. Almost like it's from the future, which also explains the external battery docked magnetically too. I'm a huge fan of the matte white finish and overall cybertech vibes, but if you're the type to carry a battery around with you already, well, this one has a USB-C port and 5,000 milliamps to go around. However, when paired with the Switch, there's no extra cables or chargers required. It all clicks into place and magnetically aligns itself. I've got the Bluetooth version here, which offers low latency listening. Not that it'll make you any better in Smash, or in my case, help hope you beat me in Tetris, because that's never happening. But you can go ham and complete the bundle with their dedicated carrying case too. Everything is velcroed into their specific slots, and you can even carry additional battery packs too, so you will always have an excuse to never have to socialize. For all the collectors, gamers, or just a nerd like myself, 8-Bit Duo has combined nostalgia with a pretty decent functioning keyboard that may or may not annoy everyone else around you. This is the end version, meant to mimic the retro designs of Nintendo, and I gotta say, they came pretty close without entertaining a lawsuit. There's just something about physical buttons, dials, and knobs that distinctly remind you of the good old days. They utilize these custom keycap designs with white switches that are pretty loud but oh so satisfying to type on. Then there's audio jack galore, and while these aren't for headphones, they connect this giant controller. Two knockers that you can play with all day and won't be annoyed at you for it. Great to program shortcuts for that extra productivity boost, but it will probably just distract you more than help you. With the ability to map any key combo to it, combined with the included stickers, this may just be the best thing to ever happen in keyboards. It connects wireless with Bluetooth, with rubber feet for the added stability, and a surprisingly durable plastic shell, sort of like the actual consoles of the 90s. And yeah, it does come in a family edition too. If you know, you know. Health trackers are so 2039, but trackers that look like jewelry, now that's functional style, especially when it comes in a clean and sleek matte black, and it's made of titanium, so you don't have to treat it like a glorified step counting watch. Sign me up, or don't, because the Ultrahuman Air Health Tracker ring doesn't require a subscription to use, and that may be enough reason for most people who are looking for some basic understanding of how their body is actually doing. I find it really shines when it comes to sleep tracking, as wearing a ring is pretty natural feeling. It doesn't require a whole device wrapped around your arm, and won't hurt anyone if you tend to swing your whole body around while in deep sleep. Fair warning, take what any health tracker data says with a grain of salt, but understanding the general trends of your sleeping patterns is a good indicator of what's working and what's not working during the day for you. Now, it's no replacement for a workout tracker, as it does get in the way while gripping anything, but if you don't care for that, the step and general movement tracker can still tell you how lazy you are too. Otherwise, the best part is that it's basically not there. You can continue going about your day, almost forgetting it's on your finger. Combine that with its 4 to 5 days of battery before charging, it's the best behind the scenes tracker that I've tested so far. The whole experience from start to finish has been pleasant, with the sizing kit to find the right fit, no subscription fees to have to worry about, and being able to confidently see that the 4 hours of sleep for the last week is probably why I'm downing my 4th cup of coffee right now. Setting up multiple keyboards while you're out and about has become as easy as this. Unfold, plug in one cable, and wha-bam. Better yet, it's 2 monitors in one. A triple monitor setup that matches just how extra you are. But the cherry on top, all that still fits inside a regular backpack, which means it's basically as easy as carrying the size of 2 laptops together when tucked away. This is the JSAUX FlipGo portable dual monitors, and I've got the dual 16-inch monitor variant here, a perfect companion when compared to the 14-inch MacBook Pro screen. It's almost just as thin as the screen itself, uses a single USB-C wire to power everything, so it doesn't have to look like a NASA space station when you have to set up at a coffee shop. And while the folding stand does come clutch when you've got some room around the table, the magnets built into the screen are compatible with their extending stand as well, which is where you really take advantage of the folding hinge and can view the screens at eye level. It's got a USB hub built in as well, and offers all the settings you need to adjust to your visual liking. However, wha-bam! Not as useful, but great if you do a lot of reading and need the vertical space. Honestly, for its size and the amount of screen real estate you're getting with dual 2K monitors, it looks really crispy, and you may finally run out of excuses to not get your work done. However, when it does hit 5 PM, teardown is as easy as beep, bop, boop. And the included cover gives it some flair too, especially since it's so light, you can simply hold it in your hand and carry the triple screen setup wherever you want to pretend to work next. They even have a magnetic Visa mount if you want even more adjustability, but my favorite has to go to the metal kickstand for how easy it is to toss into my bag and just go. Plus, they also offer a touchscreen model, which they unfortunately didn't send, but just imagine 2 giant iPads stuck together and actually will result result in 2 times the productivity. I bought this myself a while ago as it had a very successful Kickstarter campaign, a folding chair the size of about a water bottle, which was basically the whole selling point of this CLIQ chair. I was pretty enticed. Plus, it could do this. No need to build or attach pieces together. You simply clicked, pun intended, it all into place. So you know I had to see if it lived up to that hype. At 5'11" and 220 pounds on a good day, this chair surprisingly holds up my weight, while being pretty light given it's made out of a metal frame. In no way does it feel cheap either. It's definitely seen some tough times, but the legs are designed to let you lean back, and while it may seem like a little scary to do so, it's never tipped over or failed on me either, even through my scientific shake tests. And they even include a mesh pocket, perfect to keep your essentials in check, but also large enough to fit my iPad mini too. The cloth cover itself feels tear and scratch resistant, and the open net design along the top and bottom is very much appreciated if you're a back sweater like I am. When done, you click everything down and press the large switch, allowing the whole thing to fold into itself. Basically like putting away a fancy umbrella. This one landed in our studio just as we finalized curating this blackout collection. Another from Uncrate's shop of all things I wish I had more of, the Seiko 5 SRPJ75 Honda Cub limited edition watch, which is a classic beater in itself and an everyday piece that you can wear daily, mainly thanks to the natal strap and dialed in face. But for my Honda Cub enthusiasts or any vehicular fans in general, the added graphics and two-tone colorway makes it a special one to wear. The printed on details are clean and simple. Combine that with the matte black shell and silver accents. Plus the Honda red just pops right into your eyeballs. It looks even better when you charge up those glow-in-the-dark markers.
A brand called Romance of Men reached out and asked if we wanted a custom katana, so you know we had to black it out. First and foremost, I apologize if I butcher any names, but we got this blackout ribbed handle, feels good. This wicked black and gold dragon fighting these warriors finger guard, and this dragon engraving directly into the wood. This metal emblem on the inside, shiny. And we went with this clean black and steel blade that's actually sharpened. Wow. It's about average size. Look, I'm not saying you should buy a custom katana, but if you need a new box cutter, well, this is your reason to get one.
Whether it's nostalgia, hand cramps, or just wanting to feel something physically and emotionally, the CLIQ's keyboard case, well, essentially adds a keyboard to your iPhone alongside an inch in additional height. Something you wish you could do for yourself. They've developed an app that gives you a range of settings to customize too, like backlighting and shortcut options, and thanks to it being a direct USB-C connection, there's no lag or need to reconnect every time you want to use it. Plus, now you've got screen on screen on screen to stare at as you write all your haikus. It's actually quite the difference when compared to just tapping onto a screen. They've studied the button shape and contour to maximize efficiency, even sloping them towards the center, which adds to the detail in typing experience. Plus that click is annoyingly addictive. They've recently updated their cases for the 16 series, offering a harder shell and more defined edges, buttons feel good, and still offering protection for light abuse. The added tail on the bottom actually makes using the camera more comfortable since you've got more of a grip, albeit pretty awkwardly, and the leather patch around back does help keep your fingers comfy over time. They've added MagSafe onto these new cases, however, there's no getting by the fact that this is a large case, and I think you really have to love typing to make that trade-off.